Okay, so we want to start the internal CSS. So I'm changing that one to internal and not inline. The last one we did, though I was mentioning internal there, it should actually be inline. All right. So this is the internal one we are doing now. We want to convert the same thing to internal. For internal, we have to use the style tag in the head. So I move to the next line and I put style tag. Good. I put style tag. Just for us to remember everything that we have done, I will put all those things there. Okay. So number one, I said text align center. I'm removing this so that we'll be able to see the effect when I place it in the internal. I'm doing the same thing. Everything is just the same thing. I remove it. So you see what happened? It goes to the left there. So the first thing is identification. I'm identifying this with H1. So the style I want to use now, H1, all my H1, H1 space. So I said what? Now I won't use style. I just use text align, text align where center. So I expect it to affect it, right? So, but the logic here is that every H1 that you make use of, any other H1, even when it is not over there, and I have another H1, it will actually affect this H1 also. And I say that plots 4 to 10 Ipaja Ayobo Road. Sorry. All right, so you can see what happened here. So every H1 that I put on the page, it affects. All right, except I now put an inline that will override the other one that I say there. So I can say style, text align, text align, and I can say that yes, put it on the right, put it on the right, or any other place. All right, so I override. There is one before and there is one after. So that is just how it works. The inline is the most powerful, or the one that it will use last. So you can override in that way, and then the internal is equally working, but the inline will be the one that will have the final say. Inline has the final say. But what we are saying is that once you use the H1 tag, you will be able to do so many things, and then you'll be able to just do something for all the tags, all the H1 tags. That is, I don't want to do pieces. All right. Now let's see about the table now. I use table and then I put my instruction. As a table margin, margin top, margin right, margin left. Okay. Okay, let me just put margin left. I put 20%. as I desire, 20%. I can put margin top, margin top, also 20%. So let me remove the margin style here and just leave the border for now. Okay, so you see what happened there? And assuming I now put it top 10%. Okay, I want it to go very close to the title there, so I say 5%. Okay, so then I say margin left. This is top and this is left. If I want to shift it back, I can reduce this, and if I want to shift it more inside, I can increase it. You see the way it's working? This 10%. If I go 40, all right, or you see it's now at the center. So without using, if I want to center my table, I can just use the margin. All right. So padding also is there, and then we'll learn more about that. So I have moved my table by styling it to be in the center. And if I create any other table, any or every other table I be creating beside this will follow that instruction. All right. I'm creating another table. Okay. So I say that, okay. All right. So I can equally put the border, set border, border, and I say, is it the border that I want? Border, I say, let me just use 5 cm, 5 cm, okay, and I remove this border here. Okay, so probably 5 cm is this the border I want? I don't think so. Uh, Border, bottom, border. I'm sure it's okay. Let me see. Okay, I will check that one later. It's not the border because the lining has been removed now. That's not the border I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know. Box, border sizing, border top, bottom, border bottom, border color, border spacing, border width, border image, border inline, border line, and okay, box, border. Okay, I will get that. Though the border inline may still be inline style of border, may still work. But let's see, I've centered the whole thing, and I mean with the margin top and left, and I'm trying to now put another table there, right? So what we're saying is anything you put up there affects every other thing that you try to put here. Okay, put TD, and I put top up. Okay, so it's showing in you following this margin. That's what it's showing. That's how it's showing there. Okay. All right. So you can see what we are saying, that it is this that is affecting this also because it's being placed there. All right. So that is just it. So all this coloring too, we can just we can follow TR, we can follow TD, we can follow every other thing and the rest of them. Okay. So okay, let's go to TD, and we say that TD. Okay. Sorry, I missed a step there. If you miss a step, just retrace your step. TD. Okay. I jumped TR. I don't want to use TR so that it will not affect everything. And then I'm removing everything because I want to introduce another thing here. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. So I put TD here and I see that TD color TD, I can specify the width, I can specify every other thing, color, and I say blue. All right, all of them are showing blue. But how can I differentiate Bowen's TD from Babcock TD from Anchor TD still using this format? So if I like, I can put the style and put the coloring here. But another way to differentiate which is what is by creating additional identification. Remember, when we are doing the links, we put ID. But now there's another type of identification we call class. Class. So I said class. Class is called what? Bowen. All right. So I put class Bowen. So here I can put TD and I put Bowen. That's the name of my class. But sorry, it must be with dots. Dot Bowen. Okay. So is it with dots? Is it with dots? Is it with dots? No. Space. Bowen. Blue. All right. This is my class. I expect it to affect it. Of course, Bowen is class, so classes must go with dots. But still not affecting it because TD, okay, even if I remove the TD, because it might not actually be necessary. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. Bowen only, because that's the class. Okay, so class you can use any name actually. All right, class, and then I put Babcock. Babcock. All right. I copy all these and have another one there. I change it to Babcock. Okay. And I say only Babcock only. Let me just use another color there. Okay. So what we are saying is I have added additional identification to the previous ones. So it's making the whole thing very, very different from what we are doing. So if I use TD, everybody is bearing TD. But now I've created additional identification. So the other type of identification is ID. If I use ID, if I said ID equals uh, unit table, all right? So if I want to use something background for this one now, I will use hashtag unit table. I open my braces and I said background color and I say what? Let me just use aqua. And then it gives me like that. All right? Because I have identified. So now something to take note of is ID is very, very unified. We cannot use ID with the same label in two locations on this particular page. I cannot come here and put ID unit table again. All right. But I can come here. I can say, okay, this class, I can copy and then come to this place and then put space there and paste. And I expect it to work for that. All right. But you can see this JPEG, it has only the color of this and not the background because it's not under this place. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say and I'm trying to do. So understanding the basic like this is very, very important. So what have we learned? Styling internal comes up. Is different from inline. Inline, we did not put any style here. We just put ID, we just put class, and then we're able to see what we are doing, right? You're able to still style. Okay? So that's what we are saying, you know. So now we added uh, additional information, and then with that additional information we are able to put the styling that we are looking at. All right. So H1 you can use HTML tag for styling, HTML tag for styling, additional identification dot for classes, and then hashtag for ID. That's the way it works. So, see, that is what I have done. I believe you can build on this and then just to have the basic things, and then you'll be able to add to it. All right. So, this is the way it works, and then we'll be able to have some other things. Okay, I run this one up before I go to external. External is to make use of the same thing. And then I will now put this one outside this place. All right. So that is how it works. Thank you.